Hi, so this is going to be a quick video and I'm just going to be informing you guys of any changes that we've had to make due to our return. So first of all, we just want to say a huge thank you for bearing with us and understanding. We had to take a sudden break. It did come all of a sudden for both of us. We had to take a sudden break back in November, December, so we've been away for about 6 months, and in that time we have had time to reflect. We've discussed personal issues. They're not over, but they're not as bad as they were, and we had a production meeting last week, so we've got a couple of points that we want to inform you guys of. So without further ado, let's just carry on. So first of all, there's currently 3 books we've got in line for the next reviews. We already know what the next 3 reviews are going to be. I'm not going to let you know what the books are because it's all going to be a surprise, but we've got the plan for the next month, let's say month up until June, probably the first week of June. There's going to be changes with the videos though. There's only going to be me doing the videos. Unfortunately, Joe is unable to do the videos due to, you know, the state of her mum. Her mum is in quite a bad state at the moment. So Joe's agreed that she's going to do the written side of Books, Tea and Biscuits, and I'm going to do the recording side, any media in regards to videos and pictures, okay? And I'm going to do the blog as well because Joe doesn't have access to a computer, so that's my side of it, and Joe's going to be updating you all on Facebook, on Instagram. All the written reviews, Joe's going to write them. Obviously we're both going to have an input, but Joe's job is to, sorry that sounded bad, not Joe's job. Joe's side of Books, Tea and Biscuits is going to be more the written side, and mine's going to be more the film and the media side, which is fair. We both agreed, you know, because I work full time and I'll be videoing, I then won't have enough time to do the written side of it as well, because I also volunteer at the Playhouse Theatre. So yeah, I'm exhausted already. Every week I'm exhausted because I work Monday to Friday. So I fit in this and I do the theatre and I go to my families, I see my family. It was just getting to the point where for Joe it was a struggle to get to the studio, and it was having a financial burden on both of us because obviously we have to pay to use the studio. So the money that we was using to go to the studio, we're now going to put aside for other things related to the channel, Books, Tea and Biscuits, but we're going to use it for stuff we need. While I've got recording stuff here on a computer, microphones and stuff like that, where I'm able to record here, I will. I'm currently in my study at the moment in my house, and obviously due to social distancing and COVID and the restrictions at the moment, Joe won't be coming to my house for the video, so we weighed everything up and was the agreement that we came up with, that I'll be doing this side and Joe will be doing the written stuff. So you will be seeing less of Joe and her mother, which is sad, because obviously she's a big part of this, but you know, she's not gone, she's just behind the scenes at the moment. But again, she's going to have an input into what the videos are going to be, what the pictures are going to be. We discuss everything together. Just she's going to do one thing and I'm going to do the other. But the books we read are going to be the same, apart from if we say they're going to be different, okay? The second, let me just get my notebook here. Oh, I want it to focus. Why doesn't it ever focus for me? I look like a fright idiot. So it says, think happy thoughts. So this is my notebook that we use for the production meeting. So if I just get my notes up, I wrote it at the back somewhere. Sorry, just bear with me guys. I should have had this prepared already, shouldn't I? There we go. So I'm not going to discuss everything that we went through in the production meeting, but I will mention a couple of points that we want to mention. Everything else is a surprise, okay? So obviously the new layout, I've mentioned the film, me doing the filming and Joe doing the written. We also have a new logo which was created by Minky on Facebook. I will put a link to her Facebook account if she allows me to. And yeah, she created us this logo in 2 or 3 different formats. She took our input and listened to what we wanted, so that's great. I have put the new logo on Facebook. I will put it on Instagram later. If I can overlay onto pictures and videos, I will. I'm not an expert with technology, but I'll do what I can, okay? With every written review now, we're going to take pictures of the book, or put a short video with it. It's not going to be the main video like on YouTube, but that's an idea we've got. But the pictures are definitely going to be there. As I mentioned, the money that we was using for the studio hire and, you know, the fuel and the taxi service to get there, that's going to now go into a pot. We're each going to do a pot, and at the end of the month it's going to go together. And if we need anything like backdrops or lighting, so to speak, or anything else, you know, if you can find our own studio space, that's a benefit. But yeah, it was getting a financial burden, and you know, I was having to drive there and Joe was having to get a taxi, and it would just take us longer. So we had to hire the studio for 2 hours, even though it only took us an hour to record 2 videos there, because you know, the situation with a mum getting packed away, you know, making tea, getting all of that sorted, but we'll not be doing that here. We're thinking of monthly themes, so like the obvious ones like December's Christmas, October's Halloween, November is Bonfire Night and Guy Fawkes. What we're going to do, we're going to do a written review, I've got review in the brain, a written post on Facebook, and it's going to have a list of the months with what theme we want for each month. If there's no theme next to the month, that means we can't think of an idea of what that theme is going to be. So on posts like that, we need you guys' input. If you guys can think of a theme for a certain month, or if you know of a theme for a certain month that we don't know of, then please let us know, and we will pick 1 or 2 of them, okay? So on some of the posts we are going to need you guys' input. We was discussing possibly doing 1 or 2 readathons a year, and sorry, my voice is going. The reason we can't do every readathon is due to time constraints. As I mentioned, you know, I work full time. The only time I get to read is during my lunch break at work, which sometimes, being in HR, we don't even get that, and when I get home. So that's my time constraint. And then Joe's is the fact that she has to care for a mum, and not one day is the same as the other. So, you know, we can't say, oh yeah, we're going to do the 24-hour readathon when we might not have 24 hours to read. Weekends, that's different. We've got weekends, but again, for me that's fine, but for Joe that is difficult. The Maze readathon is the Sea Maiden readathon, so that is you know, anything to do with mermaids or under the sea, but we're already halfway, well, we're on the 9th of May today, aren't we? Yeah, 9th of May today. We're already 9 days into May. We've got our 3 books that we wanted to read for this month, because we didn't realise when we brought the books and we came up with the idea of what books we wanted, that we was going to have this production meeting and discuss all of this stuff. So there isn't going to be a readathon for May, but for June and July we're going to potentially look at that. So again, if you guys know of any readathons or any small readathons that we could potentially do that would be easy for Joe to do, then, you know, please let us know either by commenting down below or onto the Facebook posts. And the last thing I wanted to mention was giveaways. So we're looking at doing giveaways as well for you guys, whether that's once a year, twice a year. Obviously we're not going to be able to do one every month, but we're looking at doing a couple, whether that's, you know, the books that we've read, hardback or paperback, whether it's products, you know, that we're going to have the logo put on, whether it's a themed giveaway. So I don't know, for June could be the summer solstice or something. If we do something like that, or Christmas, we could do like a Christmas themed giveaway. What do you guys think? You know, we want your input as much as our own, so we need to please our audience, so let us know what you think of that. I think that's everything we wanted to discuss. Again, we just wanted to thank you guys for bearing with us and being so patient with us taking our break suddenly with the hiatus that we've taken, but you know, we're back now. We've got a plan of what we want to do, and this should work around us basically. So if anything changes, or if we need to update you on anything else, I'll do another video. There's another video coming in 2 weeks, which is potentially going to be the review of the book we're currently reading, and then we're going to discuss the book that we're going to read next. I'll show you what book we're going to read next, but at the moment the one we're reading is a surprise, and you will find out in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks on Saturday, so that is Saturday the 23rd of May. There should be another video from myself. I will discuss with Joe before then, and we're both going to have our input, and I'm going to have written notes, so I will probably have to refer back to them. So if you see me looking, it'll be at the notes. I'm not being rude or anything. Anyway guys, thank you for listening, thank you for understanding, thank you for waiting patiently for our return. If you need to comment on anything or have any suggestions on any giveaways, any themes, any readathons, please either comment down below, message me on Facebook or on Instagram, okay? Thank you. Bye.